PlayStation fans, get excited! There are a load of great games heading to the console in 2025. From indies bursting with rich stories, to heavy hitters that are sure to make an impact. It looks like this year will have some serious demon-slaying, post-apocalyptic, spacefaring fun. So, without further ado, here are the biggest games we have confirmed coming to PlayStation this year. Atomfall. Like a British Fallout, Atomfall drops you into the heart of post-nuclear disaster Northern England. You're left to explore, craft, survive, and fight your way through sweeping British countryside, from quaint villages to historic castles, rolling green hills and nuclear bunkers, all the while trying to solve the dark mystery hanging over the land, dealing with weird cults and mysterious government agencies along the way. Based on a real-life wind-scale disaster, Atomfall looks to capture an alternative history of 1950s Britain. Military robots stalk cobbled streets and telephone boxes ring out in overgrown forests. It looks like it might be easier said than done to keep calm and carry on amidst this folk horror and science fiction adventure. Lost Records Bloom and Rage Tape 2. Dontnod's latest narrative delight, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, came out in February, seeing you relive the summer of '95 as you explore what happened that made you and your close-knit girl group stop talking all these years later. However, the second installment is still to come, letting you finish the full story of your rebellious girl group. Like a spiritual successor to Life is Strange, you'll navigate friendships, immersive dialogue, a picturesque small town, and a supernatural mystery that runs through them all. Luckily, we don't have long to wait to find out what's really going on, and if you've yet to dive into the story, let this be your sign to start. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Brand new RPG Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is set to arrive this spring. Inspired by Belle Epoque France and classic JRPGs, you explore a beautiful surreal world on a quest to find and stop the paintress. Each year she paints a number and everyone of that age dies, and with our protagonist's age coming up next, they decide to put a stop to it. You look to control the members of Expedition 33 through exciting turn-based combat, a deep story and expansive character builds. It looks like if Elden Ring and Persona merged together, with huge environmental set pieces like a melting Eiffel Tower and underwater ruins, making it one to watch for PlayStation players this year. The Midnight Walk. Spooky claymation adventure The Midnight Walk is finally coming. One of our highly anticipated horror games for 2025, it sees you wander a strange and eerie world, lighting up the darkness with your companion Potboy. Outsmart vicious monsters, explore 5 grim stories, and do it on both PS5 and PSVR, although it might be a little too unsettling in a headset. From the creators of gothic fairy tale Lost in Random, The Midnight Walk should creep its way onto our consoles early May. Doom the Dark Ages. Doom the Dark Ages is a prequel to the 2016 reboot, taking us back to the Middle Ages as we face dragons, stomp around castles, and of course, kill hordes of gross demons. As a franchise responsible for some of the best shooters out there, the Dark Ages coming to PlayStation is also a lovely surprise, given it's controlled by Microsoft. So PS players will be able to dive into the series' most expansive levels to date, to wield all manner of diabolical weapons. From chainsaw shields to spiked flails, and all the guns you could dream of, the war against hell looks just as frantic and fun in a medieval setting. Obliterating demons just never gets old. Elden Ring Nightreign. Swapping the mostly single-player focused, lore-rich gameplay of the original for a fully co-op game was not on our bingo cards for Elden Ring, but Nightreign is definitely on our wish lists. Joining 2 other players, you head out to explore an ever-changing map, discovering secret locations, loot, and of course enemies, both new and familiar. You can play as one of 8 characters, hoping to survive 3 day and night cycles with 3 powerful bosses as a wall gradually closes in on your map. Nightreign looks just as tough and just as fun as Elden Ring, so we're eagerly awaiting the end of May release. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Nearly 20 years later, a whole new generation of people get to experience a PS2 classic. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is set for an August release date, and despite a few trailers on the new look, there aren't many details beyond that, like whether the updates are purely graphical, or if the promised modernised control system means something more. But from the footage revealed, it does look like a world we're keen to step back into. The lush jungle comes to life with dynamic lighting and terrifyingly realistic crocodiles. Metal Gear Solid's incredible stealth action with Snake Eater's jungle survival are a classic for a reason, so we're definitely excited to strap on our parachutes and head back in. And yes, before you ask, Snake vs Monkey is back too. Hell Is Us. A game with no map, compass, or quest markers, Hell Is Us sees civil war divide the country and strange chimeras stalk the land, while you seek to uncover a deep mystery. Each discovery will be fully earned as you're urged to follow your own intuition to track down clues, secrets, and monsters. The setting we'll be exploring looks strange and futuristic, yet grounded, with odd monoliths rising from the mist among ruined houses. Time to fully immerse yourself in this grim universe. Borderlands 4. One of the biggest shocks at Gamescom 2024 was that a new Borderlands was on its way, and now we have a release date for the 4th installment. We'll be back looting and shooting with 4 brand new Vault Hunters, this time trying to blast our way off a dangerous planet ruled by an oppressive dictator. All the same chaotic fights with billions of infinitely varied loot to pick up. We can expect larger than life characters, both new and old, deep skill trees to boost our combat, and loot, 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 and more loot. Directive 8020. Directive 8020 is the new horror game in the Dark Pictures anthology. This time, we're heading 12 light years away from home as humanity seeks escape from a dying Earth. However, they're not the only living things in the vast blackness. After something breaks through the ship's hull, the space crew are tormented by a mysterious, deadly alien that can shapeshift to look exactly like them. Putting us through intense survival and a storyline with meaningful choices, Directive 8020 should be the perfect thing to start October. So those are the biggest games coming to PlayStation that we have confirmed so far. What are you going to jump into on release day? Let us know in the comments, and stick with GamesRadar for the latest previews, reviews, and more.